Hi, guys. My name is Angela, and I wanted to start this channel for a few different reasons. Power and perspective is very important to me, and it has been like the common thread theme of what I've been focusing on for the past 6 years. So, before COVID began in 2019, I had already decided to sell or give away everything I had and close my business and move 2,500 miles away. And, you know, it was such a decision that I knew my life would never be the same again. So I was trying to move away and get away from the life of how I lived, of how that looked. I'll try and explain it a little better. I didn't know I was going to start coming on and telling you this story, but yeah. So I had just, I don't know, everybody calls it something different, but in 2019, I just was like, oh, geez, wake up. Like my perception completely shifted after a couple of very significant incidences that drove me to question my reality, question who I was as a person. And I wasn't liking the answers. So I decided to sell, like I told you, everything and become a minimalist. So the power of perspective that has been overshadowing my whole journey, I'm sure before 2019, but that is where I was like, okay, whoa, I'm paying attention. What do I need to do to not keep repeating the same pattern over and over and over again? And when I did see all the patterns that I was, dabbling in every area of life, I was like, holy shit, I had I don't know why I never saw it before. Anyway, but that's just how it is, right? Like, we just enjoy the journey, whatever it looks like. And then you realize something and then you shift, and that's kind of like that's the fun part of the journey. It's like we're never in a wrong place ever. We're supposed to learn these lessons, and there's no shame in the game at all. So I guess one of the perspective shifts that I have really held on to, and whenever catchphrases are very important to me, and I use a few of them, but one is, where are you? Where are you, Angela, right now? Where's your mind? Are you in the past? Or are you focusing on, future worries that you cannot control? You're doing everything you can to walk the path to your future, but you're not freaking out about it. I used to. I used to need to have control, need to know where everything was, and fear money, like crazy fear. So it wasn't until I started like questioning my perspectives, uh, like intensely in 2019, and I'll stop saying that. It's just, you know how when you're talking about something and then you're hearing it kind of for the first time, because like when I talk, I'm like listening to myself. I'm like, oh damn, that makes sense. Or, stop repeating that same thing, Angela. Anyway, a little insight into my head. But okay, back to power and perspective and how important it is. So, questioning myself with prompts. Where are you, Angela? Are you here, there? And working my way back to center with that question, like, I am here, I am present. There's so many other prompts that I love using. And one of my most favorite is when I'm feeling just discombobulated. I love that word. Within myself. Like I can feel like, okay, I am jacked up about something. I don't know where that is coming from. Like, where am I? I'm not in my body. I don't even know, you know, what's going on. So, in order to get to the state of like just stopping myself completely in my tracks is saying, do things differently. And it's so simple. I mean, sometimes some of the most simplest things are so profound. It's insane. It's almost like we're living in this world of we're living in an upside down world, like completely. Life is so simple. Ah, yeah. It's so simple, guys. But the fun of it is not feeling like life is so simple, like being in that state of like, you know, anxiousness or, feeling kind of lack and victim mindedness. Just tapping in and saying, where am I? Because the past can't help us. We can't control the future. I mean, the past can help us learn. You know what I mean? Ruminating over the same story is just, it's insanity. It continues the cycle. And, sometimes we like that cycle. Sometimes we like it. We like to feel that anxious feeling. We like to push it to the limit, leave like 2 seconds later than we should have, just so we're like feeling like we're behind the 8 ball all the way to work. You know what I mean? I've done that so many times. Like just because you like the thrill of it. But then in some ways, it's doing so much harm. But then we like doing it. So it's like, good Lord. To simplify it all down to just paying attention to how we feel. When's the last time we took a deep breath? Sometimes I'm like, holy crap, am I even breathing? Like it's so shallow. So, yeah, catchphrases. So, I love games. I love to play games. And so 6 years ago, when I decided to become a minimalist and just walk my talk, like walk this path, like with the truest intentions of self and to others, and just figure out what the hell brings me joy, like through and through, always. And that's that's playing a game. And it doesn't matter what game it is, it's like it could be chess, it could be, which I love chess. It's like you are so tapped in your element if you like that game. And even other games, Scrabble, you're being creative with your ability to construct words that, I mean, it just helps your brain think and just gives you a feeling of vitality. So, game. Yeah. So anyway, that's why, instead of, because I had visions of me like getting up in front of, you know, a big crowd of people, like at a conference room. I even rented, like, my first business when I came back to my home stomping grounds was like a image consulting company, Image Inside Out, where I was going to have like at least, I rented a space where I could have at least 200 people join me, group style, in understanding the art of transformation, basically. And then the state got even more shut down, and I couldn't even do that. I was like, oh sheesh. So I had to like go to the using a screen like we are doing now. And it was so hard for me, because I connect with people energetically when I'm with them in person. There is something to that, you guys. There is something to that. So, true connection, the texting, the emailing, the Zooming, the coaching and therapy over a Zoom call is, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to that client. I know, I feel it. I can feel myself. I'm feeling like a little passionate about that, but everybody has their own way and their own journey, and so I need to like just stop judging that. I think I'm judging that. So, I'm sorry. So, sorry. Yes. So, I am so passionate about it. It is a point of view. It's a perception that I have that nobody else needs to have. But, you know, when we are together energetically, we're communing with others, we're gathering. There is something to that, you guys. Well, there's many things to it, but having the ability to heal each other and to grow each other and to inspire each other with real-time communication is a lost art. It's a lost art. It's a lost art. I have been with 19 or 20. I've been living in 19 or 20 different places in the past 6 years, different people, different, walks of life. I've met so many amazing people, you guys, along this journey. And the common denominator in most of the people that I meet is they are so disconnected and don't know how to have connection without a screen. And it came in completely different levels. Like some people were totally checked out. Like I'm like, okay, hey, how's it going? And other people were engaging, but they were not fully conscious of themselves. And so it's just been such an interesting journey. But yeah, the number one common themes I would say are being able to authentically relate to yourself and others and observe your perspective, and just have little games that you play, like the catchphrases that you throw out to yourself that kind of snap you back into the present moment, or games with others that kind of you can see their personality come out. It's so cool. Like, you never knew Aunt Susie was like so competitive. Oh my God. And she's so excited about it. Like, who knew? You can tell so much about somebody when you're in the art of playing some form of game. Excuse me. So, we are getting on to, over 17 minutes. So I will leave you. This is the first video of the channel. My throat chakra is, I don't know, something's going on there. Authentically speaking my truth and walking through the fear of doing this, of starting this channel, of putting this game out there that I think everybody's going to love. Yeah. Okay, so happy Sunday to everybody, and I will be with you soon with the word of the day. All right.